Welcome to this week's Sketchbook School Student Bulletin. I hope you're all having a great week and that you're excited to see what our community members have been up to this week. In our closed Facebook group, students are always bringing all sorts of challenges and ideas to the group, whether it's problems they're having or concerns they have about certain drawings, or even ideas they've had that were inspired by our faculty members or our courses from the past. We love seeing students use this group in so many different ways. One student, KJ, was really inspired by Danny's week in our exploring course last month. She learned a lot about portraiture and using hatching and stippling, and since that week in that course, she's picked up some other tools and methods. And because she was inspired during Danny's week, she started a project of drawing really zany portraits of her office co-workers. Fast forward to now, and she's been doing more portraits and really embellishing them and adding color, and I simply love this collection of kooky portraits that KJ's created in honor of her coworkers. In addition to assigning themselves mini projects, students often bring their questions or challenges to the closed Facebook group. One student, Joe, posted a really simple but beautiful line drawing of a landscape that she did, and this drawing got a lot of feedback and engagement. And I loved seeing it because it was a perfect reminder that sometimes less is more, and that we have lots of students who are often afraid of overworking their drawings or getting too carried away. And this image by Joe was a really great and poignant reminder that you don't always have to lay down a ton of lines and a ton of value and color to really get your message across and depict your subject. In the student union, in the What Did You Draw Today course, we also saw students coming there with challenges and having their questions answered by other community members. One student, Rito, did a drawing of a landscape, and it featured a body of water, and he really had a hard time depicting this body of water using his watercolors. One student made a suggestion to check out a book by an artist named Liz Haywood Sullivan, where she deals exclusively with painting the skies and painting the surfaces of water. These two subjects can be pretty lofty and hard to capture in watercolor, and it also made me think back to our beginning course and Prashant Miranda's lessons about painting the sky and bodies of water. Do you have any tips or tricks that you use when you're tackling a body of water in your drawings? If so, check out the What Did You Draw Today course in our Student Union free courses at class.sketchbookschool.com, and maybe you can give Rito another pointer or two. In the classroom, students wrapped up our exploring course with Felix Scheinberger this week. Now, students had a lot of fun doing blind contour drawings, portraits, and selfies with Felix, and we've seen this exercise before at Sketchbook School. But students really were able to loosen up and draw as naturally as Felix does himself, and it was really incredible to see the faces that came off the pages of their sketchbooks. A second assignment that Felix gave students was a little more unique and kind of demonstrated an idea that we haven't really talked much here about at Sketchbook School. Felix encouraged students to look at their drawings in a more cinematic way and think about shot settings and how scenes and compositions are framed in their favorite films. Felix encouraged students to tackle a drawing of maybe their favorite film or a set-up still life in front of them and display different vantage points and perspectives, just as a cameraman would from their favorite movie set. It was really interesting to see how students tackled this assignment and to see what fun they had. It was almost as if they were being cinematographers themselves and really had control over the scene in front of them. I think this lesson with Felix will really inform how students look at their compositions moving forward, and it'll make their drawings much more interesting and much more fun. Exploring was a fabulous course, and we had so much participation, and we're so sad to see it finally wrapping up. But overall, I think it was one of our most successful courses yet. We hope you all enjoyed it and that you continue to enjoy it as we learn more from Felix this weekend in his Q&A. That's all for this week's Sketchbook School Student Bulletin, but until next time, have a great weekend and keep on creating.